Hi crocheters, welcome back to Crochet Rebellion. We are on to the more difficult stitches that are going to be in this shawl. I'm going to go over in this tutorial the double chain shell, the quad stitch, and the quad shell. So let's jump right in. I'm going to pretend that we're at the very beginning of row 5, which we actually would be in this piece of fabric. And I'm going to start by laying my foundation chain. I just chained 3, and that foundation chain is going to be my first double crochet in the round. Next, the directions are going to tell me to go to this chain 2 space and put a shell in it, a double chain shell. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Before I do that though, let me tell you what it's going to look like. It's going to have 2 double crochets next to chain spaces, then 2 double crochets all in the same spot. So double crochet number 1, double crochet number 2, chain 2, double crochet number 1. Let's get that on the hook. Double crochet number 2. So this is what the shell is going to look like. This is the small shell. It has 2 double crochets on either side of the chain 2. You're also going to encounter a large double crochet shell, and that's going to have 3 double crochets separated by the chain 2. So let me show you that one. It's going to have 1, 2, 3 double crochets all in the same chain space. Next, I'm going to chain up 2, 1, 2. That's going to be my chain 2 space. And then it's going to have 3 more. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. So let me pull that back out, and I'm going to show you what the quad stitches look like. Every round is going to have what I call a foundation chain, and that's going to be the very first chain. If you're doing a row that has a quad stitch in it, the very first chain is going to be a chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to count as our very first quad shell, or I'm sorry, quad stitch. In order to make a quad stitch, we're going to yarn over 3 times. We're going to put our hook where we want our stitch to be. We're going to pull up another one, and then we're going to start to pull through 2 loops at a time. So I'm going to show you what that is going to look like. Yarn over once, twice, 3 times. You will have 4 loops on your hook. Now insert the hook where you want the stitch to be put. Yarn over and pull up 1 more loop. You're going to have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook. Now you're going to start to pull through 2 loops at a time. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull that loop through 2. Yarn over, pull that loop through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. I'm going to give my stitch a little tug just to make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to do that one more time really slowly. Yarn over 3 times, once, twice, 3 times. I have 4 loops on my hook now. I'm going to insert it into the named stitch, and I'm going to pull up 1 loop. I have 5 loops of yarn on my hook now. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull through the first 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over again, pull through the next 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's what your quad stitch is going to look like. You can see that it's the exact same height as the chain up 5 that you put right there. Now I'm going to show you how to make a shell, and it's exactly the same pattern that you saw with a double chain shell, except that it's going to have a quad stitch. So it's going to be 2 quad stitches, a chain 2 space, and 2 quad stitches all in the same spot. So I've done my 2 quad stitches already. I'm adding my chain 2 gap by just chaining 2. Now I'm going to do 2 more quad stitches. 1, 2, 3 yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 more. 1, 2, 3, insert my hook, pull up 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 more. So this is going to be my small quad shell. Just like the large double chain shell, when you do a large quad shell, it's going to have 1, 2, 3 stitches, a chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 quad stitches. You guys now have everything that you need to go out and create this beautiful shawl. If you have any comments, go ahead and post them. You can also send me an email on my blog if you have more specific questions. Happy crocheting!